All right. Hello, trader nerds. It is a Friday, fabulous Friday. Thank you for joining us. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. We got Dwayne in the house. We got Frank. We've got Hal. We've got Make the 111 Great Again. And Sean. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. And the market's surge continues. It is amazing. And that's kind of what we've been saying on the linear regression channel that what was resistance now becomes support, and we've got a little bit of a trend line going here, and we are well above this trend line. In fact, we could probably start a mini trend line right here that looks like it's going up, and we said that we were going to the 5,700, and indeed we have passed it, and my feeling is that we're going to the 5,800, which is really good, unless President Trump tweets or social media something that about tariffs or something. It looks like the market is really ready to rebound. But it could be a false breakout. Could be one of those things to where, it's making us all feel safe and then all of a sudden it's going to tank again. But I don't know. I really feel kind of confident that the market's going to go up. Y'all forgot to tell me yesterday that we didn't do the uh, big green monster. It's rabbit day yesterday. So let's take this off on the e-minis and let's do the big green monster. Big green monster is something we learned from a guy by the name of Blake Young. It is very impressive. I don't understand it. I won't attempt to even tell you about it or what I know about it because I don't know much. The low is 48.67. So we'll put that in there. And the high was 57.61.50, 761.50. But he apparently was smoking marijuana or something, and this came to him. And now we use, okay, so there's not really much to use to move here because the 50% line is right at this. So it really wouldn't do us much to move it. So I'm going to kind of just leave it right there. And let's see what this looks like. So let's edit properties and let's call this, we'll call this April or May. And we're projecting levels and oversold and overbought conditions. We'll set this as green. If you were to say to Blake Young, what is the big green monster? He would not know what you're talking about because he doesn't call it that. So I call it that. And the big green monster does what the big green monster does. It tells us where there is support and resistance, and it tells us where things are overbought or oversold. And so looking at it here, our point of control is right here. We have some gaps here. Wouldn't surprise us, even though I told you I think we're probably going to the 5,800. Wouldn't surprise us in the coming days of next week to see a return to this area and potentially to the point of control. And the reason is we are overbought for the fair value zone below. So that potentially might happen. That's just our thoughts. And so, anyway, looks good. Looks good. After a lot of interplay around the 50% line, that looks good. So, yeah, we're above these moving averages. So, we'll see. But certainly, I could see the alternate. This is the dominant thesis as a return to here. But the alternate thesis, of course, is because we're above all of these moving averages, looks like everything's going on. I could certainly see us going to the 5,800, which would be right here. Now, if we go to the 5,800, then we will be oversold for the fair value zone below, which would look very bullish. Wouldn't surprise me for that to actually become the dominant scenario and to see us move into this area. Just wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's go back to our day today and see how things are doing. Now, I've been playing with some things today, y'all, that are crazy fun. And I don't know if I'll share it or if I'll go off camera to share it with you guys, but it's really kind of cool. Some things that you can do with artificial intelligence and trading view. Really neat stuff. So NASDAQ, y'all, up almost 2%. Look at that, $387. And looks like we're going to this little pivot point here again. And it's been very, very strong today. The E-mini's very strong as well, 1.71% up, 96 points going up. VIX earlier this week was about 24, 25. VIX is down to 22, which seems low compared to what it's been lately, but historically that's kind of high. So we've still got high VIX for those of you selling premium. The AD is 412. The AD high of the day was 437. AD low is 335. Just wanted to share something with you though. I think I'll go ahead and share it with you. That's kind of cool. Been playing with TradingView and looking at different strategies and different things for scalping, which is where a lot of my emphasis has been lately. And I'm more of a discretionary trader, but I thought it would be nice if we could find something that would be replicatable, that you could do and very mechanical, that would tell you when to enter trades and everything. So this is just one of the charts that we have here, and it is kind of cool. And what I did is basically went to Claude and gave it the code for several indicators that we were using, and basically told Claude to create an indicator that will work and create a strategy that could be back tested and all of that, which was really kind of cool. Then you can go in here and you could paste it in the Pine script here. You can do that. And then you can test the strategy, which is kind of cool. Let's see if we got it there. Let's see, dual, what was this called? Dual, NQ, what was this called? I can't remember what it was called. Hold on a second if I could find that. But you can actually create the strategy, and then you can, and the cool thing is you can have Claude to develop your strategy and tell you when to sell, right? And it'll tell you when to buy, and those look good. But then you can actually go back and test the strategy. Very, very cool stuff with this. And let's see what it's called. NQ Dual Session Strategy. Let's see if we can find that strategy for NQ Dual. See if it's on there. NQ Dual. I can't find a deal. Maybe it's under my personal. Yeah. Sweet Bobby. Load your strategy. Let's see. Personal. Sweet Bobby. I'm not sure why it's loading. But anyway, I just found a video on this last night, and so I've been playing with it, and I thought it's kind of cool. So if you want to kind of come up with your strategy, oh my God, what is that? Oh, we loaded that several times, and I guess that's the reason it's there. But it's really kind of cool that it'll do this thing several times and it'll replete. And also it'll show you how much money your strategy would have made over a certain time period. And you can even compare it to buy and hold, which is really, 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 really cool. So I thought you guys might like that. All right, so what we're going to do is if y'all want to hang out, we're going to do a little scalping session together, and we're going to ask Mark to join us, and everybody else, I will see y'all on next week on Monday.